Red Bull were slapped with penalties after they were found guilty of breaching F1's budget cap rules last season. Christian Horner has failed to rule out another cost cap breach months after being slapped with strict penalties for a 2021 infringement. The Red Bull boss said he was confident the team would not break the rules but stressed they could not be 100% sure. It could be a further blow to Max Verstappen's title hopes on the eve of the new season as he chases his third title. Speaking to Auto Motor und Sport, Horner said, "You could never be 100% sure, but certainly, after all the aspects that were a reason for us to be over in 2021, which remember it was a very first year of a set of very complicated regulations, we're confident that we should be comfortably within the cap." Red Bull were issued a massive £6.3 million $7 million fine after the FIA found they had exceeded the maximum cost limit in 2021. However, the constructor was also hit with a 10% reduction in wind tunnel development and CFD testing. It means the world champions will have 12% less development time than Ferrari and 17% fewer than Mercedes. The team were found guilty of breaking the 2021 rules in October last year after a drawn-out process. The news dampened celebrations of Verstappen's second world title at the Japanese Grand Prix. Red Bull were issued their penalties at the end of October after further delays which sparked confusion in the paddock. But the sanctions do not count for any 2022 infringements which are yet to be determined. F1 boss Stefano Domenicali has claimed they are in talks with FIA chiefs over a possible rule change for 2023 after the chaos. He followed new Ferrari boss Frédéric Vasseur in calling for any budget cap decisions to be made earlier in the season. Domenicali explained, "For the credibility of the sport, this kind of action to check if everyone is respecting that rule, has to be done earlier than later. So we are discussing, and this is on the FIA side, to make sure that the control and certification will be done much earlier, because the effect on, and if some teams will be out of it, has to be done in the proper way in the shorter time as possible to be more credible. We see other sports that are taking the finance regulation, in my opinion too long time for a reaction, and this is not good."